All right, let's talk about two words: freedom and responsibility. You know, there can be no freedom without us taking responsibility. Quick example: I am free to go down and lease a really nice new truck, but I am responsible to pay the payments so that I can maintain my freedom with that vehicle. If I don't maintain the payment, I lose my freedom, and I lose it in other areas because now I'm no longer trustworthy. You know, it's the same as at a national level. You know, there are things that get put in place within our country, and yet we can lose our freedom. Think of Ukraine, or think of our own nation and some of the things that have gone on. If the government oversteps, or if we have external forces that drive in and try and take over another country, we can lose our freedom, or we rise up and we become responsible to protect our land, to govern what we have. And both are required. You can't have freedom without responsibility. Now, to clarify, I'm not about taking up arms in Canada, and yet I am very much about us exercising our democratic right, about making wise decisions within your local, for yourself and your family, for your business, and for what influence we can have at the upper. And if we can maintain that and be responsible, and enough people take responsibility, we will maintain our freedom. And it's a big deal for me. My dad came from a country that was controlled by Russia. He fought in a revolution so that he could have some freedom. And he lost, and he had to come to Canada. And yet here he discovered freedom, and he lived in a land of freedom and opportunity and great prosperity. And so there's a lineage piece that we learn from history, or we're destined to repeat it. So let's just ask some questions now. How do you think we're doing nationally in the area of managing and being responsible to maintain our freedom? How are we doing at a community level in managing and maintaining our freedom? And then how are we doing individually? And if we can manage at an individual level, and we can make wise decisions at a community level, we can maintain our responsibility. Let me use one painful example that I believe is going to become more painful for us. If we don't manage our finances personally or nationally, we will lose our freedoms, because the tax collector will come for our stuff. Government, through inflation and pressures, will start to erode what we have. And it's going to come down to, did we manage well what we had? Or did we buy a whole bunch of toys? Or did we fill up and then just go on and we list it? And if we can't manage our freedom, if we can't be responsible to manage our freedom, we will lose it. So there's the thought. So now make it personal. What's a quick question for yourself? What's an area that you need to manage yourself in and be responsible so that you can maintain your freedom? And it's going to come down to the little decisions and choices and little pieces you're going to work towards. And that's going to give you great opportunity in the future. And it's going to give you peace of mind. And it's going to give you an installation of hope, because you're going to be able to maintain freedom in an area where others will lose it because they or we have not been responsible. So thanks for joining me. I'm Paul. Got a book out called Deploy. I do a website. I've got Strategic Thinking, where I help companies think and work better together. So thanks for joining me. Best wishes on your day.